Namaste everyone and welcome back to our channel. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's first vision of Mother Kali. In the holy temple of Dakshineswar, there lived a young priest whose heart burned with one desire to see the Divine Mother face to face. For him, worship was not just a ritual, it was a cry from the soul. Day and night, Sri Ramakrishna longed not for wealth, fame, or knowledge, but for a living vision of the Mother of the universe. This is the story of that sacred moment when his longing reached its peak and the Mother revealed herself. The worship in the temple intensified Sri Ramakrishna's yearning for a living vision of the Mother of the universe. He began to spend in meditation the time not actually employed in the temple service, and for this purpose he selected an extremely solitary place. A deep jungle, thick with underbrush and prickly plants, lay to the north of the temples. Used at one time as a burial ground, it was shunned by people even during the daytime for fear of ghosts. There, Sri Ramakrishna began to spend the whole night in meditation, returning to his room only in the morning with eyes swollen as though from much weeping. While meditating, he would lay aside his cloth and his Brahminical thread, explaining the strange conduct he once said to Hriday. Don't you know that when one thinks of God, one should be freed from all ties? From our very birth, we have the 8 fetters of hatred, shame, lineage, pride of good conduct, fear, secretiveness, caste, and grief. When calling on the Mother, one has to set aside all such ideas. Hriday thought his uncle was becoming insane. As his love for God deepened, he began either to forget or to drop the formalities of worship. Sitting before the image, he would spend hours singing the devotional songs of great devotees of the Mother, such as Kamalakanta and Ram Prasad. Those rhapsodical songs describing the direct vision of God only intensified Sri Ramakrishna's longing. He felt the pangs of a child separated from its mother. Sometimes in agony, he would rub his face against the ground and weep so bitterly that people, thinking he had lost his earthly mother, would sympathize with him in his grief. Sometimes during moments of doubt, he would cry out, "Mother, are you really there? Or is everything just imagination? Is all this only poetry without any truth? If you truly exist, why can't I see you? Is religion real? Or is it only something created by the human mind?" But he did not have to wait very long. He has thus described his first vision of the Mother. I felt as if my heart were being squeezed like a wet towel. I was overpowered with a great restlessness and a fear that it might not be my lot to realize her in this life. I could not bear the separation from her any longer. Life seemed to be not worth living. Suddenly, my glance fell on the sword that was kept in the mother's temple. I determined to put an end to my life. When I jumped up like a madman and seized it, suddenly the blessed mother revealed herself. The buildings with their different parts, the temple, and everything else vanished from my sight, leaving no trace whatsoever, and in their stead, I saw a limitless, infinite, effulgent ocean of consciousness. As far as the eye could see, the shining billows were madly rushing at me from all sides with a terrific noise to swallow me up. I was panting for breath. I was caught in the rush and collapsed, unconscious. What was happening in the outside world, I did not know. But within me, there was a steady flow of undiluted bliss, altogether new, and I felt the presence of the Divine Mother. On his lips, when he regained consciousness of the world, was the word Mother. Thus was fulfilled the purest longing of a devotee's heart. When love for God becomes total, when all pride and identity are given up, the divine cannot resist revealing herself. For Sri Ramakrishna, the mother was no longer an image in the shrine. She was the infinite ocean of consciousness, the living reality that fills the universe. And from that day onward, every breath he took, every word he spoke was filled with her presence. Mother, Ma, the cry of realization that awakened a new age of spiritual light. May the Divine Mother bless every heart with that same longing and love. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more divine stories and teachings of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi, and Swami Vivekananda. Jai Ma Kali, Jai Sri Ramakrishna.